This is Lincoln, New Mexico Territory in 1880, as it was seen through the eyes of one man. His name was Pat Garrett. He was an officer of the law. He was a man who never backed down from anything or anyone in his life, and he had only one weakness: his love for a half-wild boy whom he regarded almost as a brother. The boy was William H. Bonney, known as Billy the Kid, and Pat Garrett knew how it must end for one of them if their friendship ever failed.
That's good shooting.
Hello, Billy.
I didn't want to let you earn that $100 too easy, you know.
You mean you're gonna make it hard for me, Billy? Your turn, Billy.
Yeah, well, I'm much obliged to you there, Patrick, for making it so easy for me.
I reckon you'll have to split the prize money, $50 apiece.
It looks that way. I didn't figure on splitting that money, Patrick. You want to tell me something? How come a man who don't think no more of a gun than you do can shoot like that?
The man wearing a badge, a gun is just a tool, but he has to know how to use it.
You know something, Patrick? I think it means more than that to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not a big man. A lot of men bigger and tougher than I am. This thing somehow seems to sort of even up everything.
I wish you didn't believe that, Billy.
There's $50 for you, Pat.
Thanks.
And the same to you, Billy.
Yeah. You want to help me spin this stuff tonight, Patrick? Ought to be some fun around here.
Not for me, Billy. I gotta make my rounds of the county. Gotta be in Silver Springs by tonight.
Well, maybe I'll see you there then. I'll take 100 head of cows on into Silver Springs first thing in the morning.
Billy, they've got enough trouble over there with that new gold strike. Don't hang around. Just sell your cows and head for home.
Cowboy. About wetting your whistle with a bottle of red eye.
Working at your job isn't exactly one of your faults, is it, Leggett?
Pat Garrett?
Well, Silver Springs is booming. Keeping it quiet's all one man can do. Yeah, the town is booming, and your jail is empty. Who's paying you, Leggett?
Now, you listen to me.
Ah, don't get all riled up. Strikes me as being a good deal. For you.
You, too, if you're sensible.
I try to be.
Sheriff Brady doesn't always use good sense. I'm glad to see his deputy does.
And I figure it's my long suit.
Man's got to live.
And learn.
Then be smart, Garrett. There's only one way to play this game.
I figure the same thing myself. Who is it?
Paul Mason. He runs the Silver Queen Saloon and almost everything else in this town.
Paul Mason.
Paul Mason.
Well, maybe this will give you an idea what kind of man Garrett is. He's the only lawman who ever tossed Billy the Kid in the pokey, and he kept him there, too. Until Billy got this Englishman Tundle to give him a job on his ranch.
Well, how does the kid feel about Garrett?
I don't know. But he's driving in that 100 head of beef that you ordered from Tundle sometime tomorrow, so maybe you ought to ask him.
In the meantime, when Garrett gets here, give him this.
What, $1,000?
We're up in the ante. Expecting you, Garrett. I'm Paul Mason. Buy a drink. Is that all you want to buy in this? I don't mind blunt talk as long as the man's reasonable. How about that drink? Huh? You're the first gun toter I've ever seen who turned his back to an open room. Well, a man faces trouble. He doesn't have to worry about his back.
Excuse me, Garrett, but I think you dropped this.
I've changed my mind about that drink. Suit yourself. I don't mind a man being honest, as long as he minds his own business. My business is the law in this county. I intend to mind it.
I knew he'd mean trouble.
I still think this will buy what we want. Maybe not Garrett, but I have a hunch we might be able to work out something with Billy the Kid. Called me a cheat, tried to draw on me. It was self-defense.
What were you defending yourself against? He isn't carrying a gun.
Get Marshal Leggett.
You don't have to send for him. You'll see him soon enough. Give me a gun. I'm arresting you for murder. March.
Hiram, give me a hand up here.
Did you see the gun yourself?
I sure did, Judge. I reckon the new deputy sheriff went off half-cocked. Mason must have seen the other fella go for his gun and beat him to it. Simple as that.
All right, Hiram. You can go now.
Yes, sir.
A man has the right to defend himself, Judge Ryder.
You don't have to remind me of a man's rights, Mr. Mason. I regret that I have no choice, Mr. Mason, but to order the marshal to free you. Unfortunately, the law treats all men alike, even those who hold it in contempt by their daily actions. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry, Pat. The law has to shield a man who has no respect for it.
My fault, Judge, not yours. I reckon there are as many ways to make the law work as there are to break it. I just picked the wrong one. That's a mistake I won't make again. Judge, how many different laws you figure there are in these books of yours?
Thousands. Why?
How many of them you suppose a man breaks every day of his life, without even knowing it?
Quite a few, I guess. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been reading these books ever since Sheriff Brady hired me. Never saw much use for all these laws until right now. It seems to me that a man who has no respect for the law can't know very much about it. Learning just might change his mind.
I know how you feel, Pat. But Mason's a dangerous man.
So am I. What's more, I'm pig-headed, stubborn on top of it. Only trouble is I'll need some help from you.
I'll uphold the law to the letter.
That's all I wanted to know. I'm not a man to hold a grudge.
I am.
All right. Have it your way.
You're under arrest.
For what?
There's an ordinance, a county ordinance against spitting on the public streets.
What are you trying to pull, Garrett?
I just told you you're under arrest.
Tell Harry to give us some music. Oh, hello, Billy. Mason is waiting for you at that table in the back.
Sit down, kid.
Brought your cows. What do you want?
Oh, anytime, any place, kid. Right now, I got something more important to talk to you about. You ever had $1,000 in one piece before?
Only when I was asleep. Who do you want me to kill?
You're kidding, Billy, but I'm not. Price $1,000. Man is Pat Garrett.
Well, money's good. It's just one thing, Mr. Mason. See, I'd like to live to spend it. Making a try for Pat Garrett, the surest way I know of not doing that. I kind of like the odds in my favor. Not dead even.
Supposing I double it.
Only thing you're buying from me, Mr. Mason, is 100 head of cows. There's one thing you should know, Mr. Mason. If you hire a man to down Pat Garrett, and this man misses, you can bet your bottom dollar old Patrick come calling on you. I just bet you he don't miss. Good night.
But you were on your way back to Tundle's Ranch, Billy.
I gotta collect the money from the cows first, Patrick. Let me buy you something here.
Drinks are on the house. You and Billy, Garrett.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you, Mr. Mason. Yes, you're the fastest draw, Patrick. I wonder who it is, you or me.
You're under arrest. More games with your ordinances, Garrett?
No, not this time. Serving liquor to a juvenile is a felony.
Have a belly full of games, Garrett.
Do I have to say it again? You're under arrest. Resisting arrest, too.
Some people just don't care how soon they die. Some men sure pick a hard way to commit suicide, don't they?
Had to grant Mason bail.
All right. Turn him loose.
You've had your dance, Garrett. Now it's time to pay the fiddler. Let's go.
Well, I guess it's time I made my rounds.
Mason has to get even for that beating you gave him. I suppose you know that.
Yeah.
You'll never submit to an arrest again.
Well, I knew this job would have some kind of drawback.
Good evening, Patrick. You know, sometimes I think you got a little twisted there, Patrick, about which one of us finds trouble the quickest.
Makes sense, Billy.
Well, our friend Mason's got it all worked out for you, Patrick. Even offered me some hard money to do the job for him.
You take it?
Oh, he's had a nice thing to say to me, Patrick. Of course, I would have, I just didn't need it bad enough.
I apologize, Billy. Now, tell me, what is it you're having so much fun with?
Well, Mason's sending Leggett to suck you into a trap at the Silver Queen. Thought maybe you'd like to have me go along with you.
Not this time. You stay out of this fight, Billy. You've got no stake in it. Billy, I'm telling you for the last time, you deliver your cows and get on home.
Uh-huh. Well, I was afraid you'd take that attitude. All right. I'll just do that little thing.
Billy!
I'll see you around, Patrick. I have to deliver some cows.
You've made tangling with Mason sort of your personal business. Just got word there's a ruckus at the Silver Queen. A man's been shot.
All right.
You, won't be needing me, I guess, huh?
You're wearing a badge, aren't you? Get on the balcony.
It's coming now. He's got Leggett with him.
That's Leggett's tough luck.
Mason!
We got it.
Patrick, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. No, I was just doing what you told me to do. I was just delivering the herd right in town here, and there's no need to get all riled
Get
up.
off that horse, Billy. You're under arrest.
Well, dadgummit. I swear, Patrick, you're the hardest man to understand. Here, I done what you told me to do. I practically saved your life.
Billy?
All right, all right. I'm getting off. How's your arm there, Patrick?
Oh, a few shotgun pellets in the arm never hurt a man. I thought I left you in jail.
Well, you did, but that was a mistake, like I said.
You mean they just up and turned you loose, eh?
Well, yeah, something like that.
Billy.
You mad, Patrick?
No, just worried about you, Billy. Can't you stay out of trouble?
Trouble? Oh, me?
If you go too far, I'll have to come after you.
When you do, you better come shooting, Patrick.
I don't want it ever to come to that, Billy.
It makes two of us.